Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We got 9 matchups on this NBA slate today, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Be sure to check my other videos when you guys are done with this. Also, my videos are on Spotify, guys. So if you want to listen to them, if you're, whatever, on the go, they're on Spotify. Same name. Links will be in the description as well if you guys want to go that route as too, which is cool. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. 9 matchups, starting with the Boston Celtics versus the Detroit Pistons. Boston opening up as a 3.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 224.5. Boston coming into this matchup 41-16. Detroit 32-26. Head-to-head Boston 10-0 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, 7-3 covering the spread. Boston 9-1 in their last 10. They're coming off a Toronto win yesterday. Detroit, they are on a 7-game win streak right now. They're playing very good basketball. Back-to-backs. We'll see if anyone's resting. I know Boston, Porzingis ended up being a late scratch. Holiday was out. Horford was out. So some people were out yesterday for Boston. They're 10-0 against Detroit, 5-0 on the road against Detroit, 7-3 covering against Detroit here, 5-1 covering the spread. I mean, the numbers are amazing for Boston. Same with Detroit, 5-0 covering the spread right now. The only bad thing is they're 0-7 at home against Boston. That's the only bad number that I can find in here. We'll see if anyone's resting for Boston. Maybe a guy like Tatum or Jaylen Brown. But they should be getting at least Porzingis back, I'm sure, or Holiday. Just check the injury reports, guys. This is a low line, but respectfully so. Detroit's played well enough to earn the 3.5 point dog at home. But I gotta take Celtics. I just can't bet against them. Detroit's just been so bad head-to-head against them. I'll take Boston minus 3.5 on money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia 76ers versus the New York Knicks. Knicks opening up as a 10-point home favorite with the over-under at 231. Sixers coming into this matchup 20-37. The Knicks 37-20. Head-to-head, the Knicks 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, 6-4 covering the spread. Philly 1-9 in their last 10. They're coming off a 32-point loss against the Bulls. Knicks on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Boston loss. See if Embiid even play. I doubt it. I mean, the vibes are just bad. Who knows if Embiid's playing again this season? I don't know. The vibes are just bad with Philly. Philly 0-9 covering the spread right now. They're 1-4 against the Knicks. 1-4 covering against the Knicks. The over's hitting the Knicks 4 of their last 6 against Philly. I just don't have much confidence in the Sixers. They've just been embarrassing. At home. Give me the Knicks minus 10 in money line on this one. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Washington Wizards. Portland opening up as a 6-point road favorite with the over-under at 230.5. Portland coming into this matchup 25-33. The Wizards 10-47. Head-to-head, Portland 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, 7-3 covering the spread. Portland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Utah win. Washington, they're coming off a Brooklyn win. Portland 8-3 against Washington, 8-3 covering against Washington. They've been good against Washington. The Wizards 1-12 at home, 0-7 covering at home against Portland, where they've been really bad here. 1-16 against the Western Conference. Yeah, I don't have much confidence in the Wizards here. Give me the Blazers minus 6 in money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Raptors versus the Indiana Pacers. Pacers opening up as a 10-point home favorite with the over-under at 234.5. Raptors coming into this matchup 18-40. The Pacers 32-24. Head-to-head, Toronto 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings, 2-1 covering the spread. Toronto 3-7 in their last 10, coming off a Boston loss. The Pacers 6-4 in their last 10. They're coming off a tough Denver loss here. Toronto I mean, they haven't played well at all here. Pacers at home, they've been good, 8-4 at home. Struggling covering the spread though, 3-7 covering the spread. Toronto 5-2 covering the spread. They got the double-digit cover yesterday against Boston. Yeah, this one's tough because they've been 10+ point dogs a couple times in the last 10 games and failed to cover those. I just don't know if I have confidence with Toronto on the road. Indiana's been playing pretty decent here. I just don't know if I can back the Raptors plus the points here. I'll take the Pacers -10 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat. Heat opening up as a 2.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 229.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 27-31. The Heat 26-30. Head-to-head, Atlanta 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. 2-1 covering the spread. Atlanta coming off a Miami win. These teams just played each other. Atlanta with the nice win. Miami 3-7 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Atlanta 8-2 covering the spread. They're 5-0 covering on the road right now. Miami just 2-8-1 covering the spread. They really struggled here. The unders hit in 13 of their last 17 against Atlanta. I think the Hawks are a good dog today. Looked really good last game. Going to be on the road here. I see Bam's day to day, so be sure to check Bam's status. That could be huge if he ends up being out. But I like the Hawks here, and I'll take a shot with Atlanta plus 2.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Brooklyn Nets. Thunder opening up as a 17-point road favorite with the over-under at 217.5. Thunder coming into this matchup 46-12. The Nets 21-36. Head-to-head OKC 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. The Thunder, they're coming off a Minnesota overtime loss. Brooklyn, they're coming off a Washington loss. OKC 5-1 against Brooklyn. 5-1 covering against Brooklyn. 6-1 on the road against Brooklyn. The Nets are 7-3 covering the spread here. Haven't really been this big of a dog. They were 12.5 point dogs against Cleveland, lost by 13, barely missed the cover there. 13-point dogs against Houston, they got that cover. It's just a pretty big line to me. Let's see. Okay, they have played each other before. Let's see, they played each other in January. They lost 127-101. They were 17 points. So they were 17-point favorites, and they ended up still losing by like 20 something. Man, this is tough. 17 points is a lot. Oklahoma City's got to play perfect. I feel like they're probably getting Chet back too, who was out last game or the game before. This is a big number. I don't know. I think Thunder's got to play perfect here. I'm taking a shot with the Nets here. It's a lot of points. A lot has to go right for the Thunder. Give me the Nets plus 17 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Chicago Bulls. Clippers opening up as an 8.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 228.5. Bulls coming into this matchup 23-35. The Clippers 31-26. Head-to-head, the Clippers 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Clippers on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Detroit loss. Chicago 3-7 in their last 10. They're coming off a dominating Philly win. Vooch is questionable. They got a couple guys questionable for Chicago. Norman Powell questionable as well. Clippers just 2-8 covering the spread. They are 4-1 against the Bulls. 4-1 covering against the Bulls. 0-6 covering on the road. They've had their struggles on the road here. Chicago 2-9 at home. And not the greatest looking matchup here. You got Clippers who are struggling a bit here. I don't know. Chicago, they've been in some close games here the last few games. I'm liking the Bulls. I think they got a lot of momentum coming off that Sixers dominating win. You got the Clippers really struggling to cover the spread right now and on a bad 3-game stretch. Yeah, give me the Bulls plus 8.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Utah Jazz. Kings opening up as a 9.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 236. Jazz coming into this matchup 14-43. The Kings 29-28. Head-to-head, Sacramento 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 6-4 covering the spread. Sacramento 5-5 in their last 10. They're coming off a dominating Charlotte win. Utah coming off a Portland loss. 3-7 in their last 10. Sacramento 7-0 against Utah. They're 5-1 covering against Utah. Against Utah, they've been very good. Utah just 4-15 in their last 19. The overs hit in 6 of their last 8 at home against Sacramento. Yeah, I just don't love Utah here. I know last game they were missing a bunch of people. Kessler, Collins, Markkanen were all hurt or resting. So we'll see who all is playing it today here. Yeah, I just feel like I got to take Sacramento. I just don't love Utah. Sacramento's been very good against them. I got to take the Kings minus 9.5 and money line on the road in this one. Then the last matchup, we got the San Antonio Spurs versus the Houston Rockets. Houston opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 227.5. Spurs coming into this matchup 24-32. Houston 36-22. Head-to-head, Houston 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 6-4 covering the spread. Spurs 3-7 in their last 10. They're coming off a Pelicans loss last night. Houston, they're coming off a close Milwaukee win yesterday. Spurs 1-4 covering on the road against Houston. Or 1-7 covering on the road. 1-5 straight up against Houston. They've been bad against Houston. Houston 4-1 at home where they play well. I just don't. Yeah, the Spurs. I mean, they just haven't. Tough 3-game stretch here. Haven't played well overall. Don't look the same without Victor Wembanyama. So yeah, I don't have much confidence in the Spurs here. So I'll take Houston minus 9.5 and money line at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.